3, 2, 1. We are on 3, 2. Never mind. All right, here's the homework. It's going to take us 2 days to get through this section. 2 days, okay? Because I'm going to just split it into parts. I don't want to overwhelm you with all sorts of new stuff all at once. So 2 days to do this. I'll stop after a little bit. I think, though, you should be able to get through 2 through 16 evens after today. So it's just these last 3. And those last 3 have like 4 parts to them. So like it's kind of equal, actually. Maybe not 4 parts, but anyway. So 2 through 16 evens, work on that for homework for tonight, but it's not due tomorrow. It will be due on Friday, okay? Here we go. Starting at the top, we've got all sorts of things going on. What we're talking about is statements, and every statement has something called a truth value. It's written right below. I don't know why I didn't just circle it. A truth value. So every statement is either true or false. Every statement is either true or false. Got it? True or false. Okay. And we use logic to determine whether a statement is true or false. Got it? Okay. Now, we have something called a negation. Okay. When you see the word negation, it looks like negative, right? Yeah. Here is the symbol for a negation. It looks like a little squiggle. Okay. Okay. So, let's do this. Let's say, and each statement has a variable associated with it. So let's say statement P is this. It is raining. That's my statement. True. In this case, true or false? Statement P, according to right now, is false. Okay, it won't always be false, but statement P, according to right now, is false. Okay, now, the negation of P is squiggle P or not P, and that would read what? It is sunny. It is not raining. You just put a not in there. It is not raining. Okay? Now, squiggle P is true or false? True. True. These two will be opposites of each other, right? Yep. If P is true, not P is false. If P is false, not P is true. Got it? Because you're putting not in front of it, right? Okay? Now, we're going to add more statements in there, so they will be called like Q and R and that type of thing, all right? Now, we're going to be talking about 2 statements at once. Got it? Okay. These are called compound statements, so I might have a P and a Q. Got it? Okay, so let's talk about some things. I'm going to use, let's go up a statement P and Q. P, let's pick on Wyatt. Wyatt, do you play football, Wyatt? Yes, you do. Wyatt plays football. Wyatt plays football. Okay? Statement Q is Wyatt. Does not play football. No. Is a freshman. What? I know he's a junior. Okay? All right? Wyatt plays football. Wyatt is a freshman, right? Statement P is what? True. Statement Q is false because Wyatt is not a freshman. He is a junior, right? Okay? All right. Now, we're going to talk about those 2 statements if I combine them together, okay? There is something called a conjunction and there's something called a disjunction, okay? Here's what a conjunction says. A conjunction is P and Q. Do you see how that little TP makes an A? Okay, a disjunction is PVQ, which is or, right? So we have P and Q, and we have P or Q, right? Got it? Do you see how this works? Okay, and when we combine these together, P and Q is going to have 1 truth value to it. P or Q is going to have 1 truth value to it. So here's what this says. Are you listening to this? We have P is that Wyatt plays football. We have Q is that Wyatt is a freshman. So let me say this to you out loud, and then you tell me whether that is true or false. Is it true that Wyatt plays football and Wyatt is a freshman? No. No. Right? So that whole thing will be false. Got it? Now, is it true that Wyatt plays football or Wyatt is a freshman? True. Yeah, right? Wyatt plays football. So that fulfills the or, right? One or the other of those statements is true. Does that make sense?
What if they are both true?
Okay, if they're both true, double bonus, then it's true.
What if they're both false?
We'll get to that. Just wait. If they're both false, then the or is false. Okay? All right? Do we see how this works? Okay? We'll fill out something called a truth table here in just a second, and we'll see what Zach's talking about. All right. So, example 1. Truth value of conjunctions. Conjunction is and, right? Conjunction is and. Write that down. So they will use this symbol for a conjunction, or they'll call it and, right? Those two symbols are conjunctions. All right, here we go. Use the statements to write a compound statement for each conjunction, then find its truth value. All right, P is referring to this figure. We have 3 statements. We have P, Q, and R. P is the figure is a trapezoid. True or false?
False.
False. Okay. The second statement, Q, the figure has 4 congruent sides. What's congruent mean? Same. Does this have 4 of the same sides? Yes, that is true. Okay. R says the statement has 4 right angles. True or false? True. Okay. Label those on each one. False, true, true. Shh. Are we doing okay? False, true, true. Okay. Now, if we're talking about P and R, okay, P and R. Sometimes they will use this symbol instead of writing the words and, right? P and R would say that it is a trapezoid and it, what is R? It has 4 right angles. Okay, this is what that's saying. P and R said this figure is a trapezoid and it has 4 right angles. Is that true or false? This figure is a trapezoid and it has 4 right angles. False. Right? That figure is not a trapezoid. It does have 4 right angles, but and means both things have to be true. So that is false. Got it?
Isn't a square a trapezoid though?
No.
It's the definition.
A trapezoid has only 1 set of parallel sides, not 2. Yeah. Yep. We'll get to that in like chapter 6. Okay? Now this one says not P. Okay? What does not P say?
Figure is not a trapezoid.
Not a trapezoid. So I'm paraphrasing. The figure is not a trapezoid and it has 4 congruent sides.
True.
Okay, is that true or false? This figure is not a trapezoid and it has 4 congruent sides. That is true. Got it? Okay, I'm paraphrasing. I write it out really like short. This is a symbol for congruent, by the way. Did you know that? We've talked about that before, but you remember. Equal sign with a little squiggle, that means congruent. So if you want to paraphrase, you can. Okay?
That means not equal because you put the little not sign in front of it. Get it?
That's not the not sign. The not sign is this. No, but you're only nodding the first one. Yeah, okay, sure. What?
So the upside down V.
The upside, A is an and, V is an or. Okay? All right, good? Okay, let's talk, here we go. Let's talk disjunctions, all right? A disjunction is a V and a disjunction is an or, okay? So they could say disjunction or they could say V or they could say or. They all mean the same thing, right? Okay, so let's talk about this thing right here. Do you see this shape or this drawing? What does this mean? What do these little tick marks mean?
They're the same.
AB is the same length as BD. So if this is 4 units from there to there, this is 4 units from there to there. I don't know, right? But those are the same length. Got it? Okay, let's talk about over here. It says ABC. ABC, this angle right here, and CBD, which is this bigger angle right here, are complementary. What's that mean? They add up to be 90. Does this small angle and this big angle add up to be 90?
Nope.
No, so that first statement is false. P is false, okay. Then it says ABC, which is this smaller guy, and CBD are vertical angles. True? What's vertical angles? They're across from each other, right here, like this. That's vertical angles. So Q is also false. Is it true that AB, which is this segment right here, and BD, which is this segment right here, are congruent? That is true. So P is false, Q is false, R is true. Yeah? Got it? All right, they want us to find the truth value of this thing right here. The truth value of this thing right here. All right, let's do this not by writing it out. You ready? Okay, I'm going to show you how to cheat. Ready? I've got Kellen's attention. He's ready. Okay, here we go. I'm just kidding. P or not R. P. What's the truth value of P? P is false. This guy says or, right? Okay. R was true. That means not R is false. Okay, here we go. Here's how you cheat. Ready? I did not write these statements out. I'm just writing the truth value of each one individually. So here's what I'm going to say. If I'm trying to find out whether this whole thing is true or false, right? Is this whole thing true or false? Here's what I'm going to say to myself. Is this one or this one true? No, then the whole thing's false. You see how it works?
Was that some major cheating?
When I'm asking, is this one or this one? Because then I don't have to write the statement out, right?
Yeah.
So I'm just doing it like the shorthand way, right? I don't have to write the statement out. It says, use the statement to write a compound statement. I don't want to do that. I want to just find out whether it's true or false, right? Got it? Okay? So, that one or that one true. They're both false, so the whole thing's false. Got it? You see how this works? Okay, real quick off to the side. Before we get to this if-then hypothesis, all that good stuff, I want to do, go back to the bottom of the last page where you have like some lines. Right over here? Do you have room right here? Or just find room? Okay? All right, ready? Down in the bottom of the corner. So the corner on the last page, down at the bottom corner. Okay? Let's say P and let's say Q right here. And then let's say P and Q. And then let's say P or Q.
Oh my goodness.
Okay? You need 4 columns. 4 columns and 4 rows below that.
Where did you put this?
Okay? P, Q, P, and Q, P, or Q, wherever you have room. Okay? This is something called a truth table. Truth table. There you go. Truth table. Okay? We're going to talk about different combinations of what could happen here. Okay? Okay. Different combinations of what could happen. All right. I could have P be true, and I could have Q be true. Yeah? Okay, what else could I have? A true and a false. What else could I have? A false and a true. Or I could have a false and a false. Those are all 4 combinations of what could happen in this case. 4 statements, right? They could both be true, they could both be false, or I could have one of each, and all that good stuff happen, right? Okay? All right, good? This is how we fill out this truth table. So that's kind of like given to us, basically. Like, those are all 4, like, scenarios that could happen, right? Okay, this thing says and, right? And. So if I'm looking at P and Q, I want to know whether this thing is true or false. P and Q.
True.
P and Q. Is that true?
True.
True. Yeah? Does that make sense? P and Q. All right, here we go. The second one. Is P and Q true?
True.
P and Q are true. No, so it's false, right?
Stupid.
This one, is P and Q true? No, so it's false. Here, is P and Q true? No, so all of it's false. So the only way an and statement can be true is if
Both are true.
both of them are true. Got it? Okay, let's go to ors. So, don't even look at this column right here. I want to know ors. Is P, right here, is P or Q true? Yes, so the whole thing is true. Here, is P or Q true? Yes, so the whole thing is true. Here, is P or Q true? Yes, so the whole thing is true. And is P or Q true? No, so that is false. So, when we did this first one for and, we said that the only way that an and statement is going to be true is if the whole thing is true. Both parts are true. The only way an or is going to be false is if they're both false, right? Does that make sense? Like, this is a truth table right here. Got it? Okay, perfect. There you go. What time do we get out of here? Boop, boop, boop. Okay, let's do one more thing. All right. Yep, I want to do that. Okay. All right, last thing. I'm only going to go to like right here, and then I'm going to stop. Okay, I'm only going to go right there. So we're going to learn what those three things say, right? Okay. Here we go. All right, here we go. Write this statement down. Dogs have 4 legs. Write this down. Dogs have 4 legs. Write that down.
My grandma's dog had 3.
I know. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about your grandma's dog. Okay, we're going to talk about your grandma's dog.
We don't have room to write.
Dogs have 4. Let this up to the side over here.
We
Okay?
don't have room right now.
Yes, you do.
Can you pass that?
That's fine. You have room. Yes, you do. You have room.
Deal with it, Dylan.
That was
Okay,
ammo.
here we go. Ready? Dogs have 4 legs. We got 3 things to do and then we're done. Dogs have 4 legs. Here we go. All right, that is a statement, but we want to write this statement in what's called conditional form or if-then form, right? If-then statements. Okay, so I want to insert an if and a then into this statement that says dogs have 4 legs. I understand that some dogs have 3 legs, some dogs have 2, some dogs whatever, okay? But in general, dogs have 4 legs. A normal dog has 4 legs. Don't go off of like, yes, I understand that some dogs, whatever, okay? Dogs have 4 legs. All right, here we go. I want to write this statement in if-then form. So if something happens, then something else happens. What about these dogs?
Dog gets ran over, I could have 3 legs.
No, you're inserting information that we don't have.
4 legs.
If what?
And if they're happy, then
Hit by a car. If
No,
it's a
you're
dog,
inserting.
then
You
it has
cannot
4 legs.
insert any other additional information other than what I have here.
If it's a dog, then it has 4 legs.
If it is a dog, if it is a dog, then it has 4 legs. We are not inserting any additional information. It's not if it's a dog with 4 legs, then it's a happy dog. I don't know. We're not inserting any more information than this. If it is a dog, then it has 4 legs. That is that. That is an if-then statement. That is a conditional statement. If something happens, then something else happens as a result, right? If it is a dog, then it has 4 legs. All right. Now, we have a hypothesis and we have a conclusion.
If the dog gets ran over.
No.
if it's happy.
As a part of this statement, there is a hypothesis part and there's a conclusion part. The hypothesis part,
If it is your dog.
if it is a dog. If it, oh wait, let me write it over here. Hypothesis. If it is a dog. If it is a dog. The conclusion. Then it has 4 legs. Then it has 4 legs. Okay? Hypothesis is the if, conclusion is the then, yeah? All right. One more thing real quick. I could have, you don't write this down. I could have said it has 4 legs if it is a dog. Right? I could have written it like that. Hold on. Shh. Just wait. No, that's not Converse form, actually. Okay? It has 4 legs if it is a dog. What's the hypothesis? It's still the same thing. Are you listening? If I write it in this form, it does not matter that I've switched the 2 around. The if part is still the hypothesis part. The then part is still the conclusion part. Got it? The conclusion sometimes comes first and the hypothesis comes second. The if part is always the hypothesis. Got it? Even if I write it backwards. Yes? Okay. Do 2 through 16 evens. Go. Holy schmoly.
Wait, for like 2 through 6, do we just put like
Yes.
The dog's black and must have
Yes.
4 legs.
No.
No, 5.
All right. Goodbye.